Okay, let's unpack this. We have the leak of the 2026 Steam machine, the so-called GabeCube, and everyone is just fixated on the price tag.
Which is nearly $1,000.
Right. But that price isn't really the story, it's a symptom. The real story is what's happening underneath, the economic forces that got us here.
Exactly. I mean, if this data is legit, it confirms the dream of that subsidized, $500 console killer is completely gone.
It wasn't just canceled, it feels like it was priced out of existence.
Pushed out by the AI boom's demand for components. This deep dive is really your shortcut to understanding that hidden connection.
Okay, so the specifics. The leak itself was pretty shocking. It was a kind of double whammy from two big Czech retailers, Smarty.cz and Alza. And a leaker, Colossum Gamer, found hidden JSON data on their sites just yesterday.
And the data was, it seemed pretty definitive. The base 512 gigabyte model was listed at 19,826 Czech koruna.
Which is what, about 950 US?
Roughly, yeah. And the 2TB Pro model went even higher, over $1,070.
Of course, you have to strip out the 21% VATs, so a U.S. launch price is probably closer to, what, $799? Maybe $850.
Still, it's a fundamental shift from the Steam Deck's pricing, a huge one.
Which brings us to the first big point, what we're calling the performance trap. For years, we've all been living in this Steam Deck bubble.
Sure, where Valve was happy to take a small loss or break even just to get you into their ecosystem.
That era is clearly over.
And this hardware proves it. Valve has been pretty upfront saying this is priced like a high-end PC, not a console. To hit their target, outperforming 70% of PCs on the Steam survey, they need serious horsepower.
So we're talking custom silicon.
Oh yeah, custom Zen 4 architecture, RDNA 3 graphics, probably something with like 28 compute units to really push 4K. That kind of engineering magic just demands a PC price point.
But wait, I thought the big cost driver for AI was GPUs. You're saying the real bottleneck for Valve is memory.
Exactly. This is the aha moment. Get this, Ramageddon.
Ramageddon.
AI data centers are devouring the entire global supply of high-end DDR5 and HBM memory. Large language models need these huge, super-fast memory pools.
And that's the same memory that high-end gaming needs for things like 4K textures.
Precisely. So what does that mean for you, the gamer? It means Valve is now in a bidding war with NVIDIA, with Google, with OpenAI for the exact same parts.
And that competition is just driving the price through the roof.
The numbers are stark. Memory prices have surged almost 40% in just the last 6 months. So Valve looked at the bill of materials and realized, well, if they sold this thing for $500, they'd be losing close to $300 on every single unit.
And they're not willing to do that. The Steam Deck was a gateway drug. This is a luxury item.
They already own the storefront. They don't need to bleed money for the living room anymore.
So where does this leave the market? It feels like it splits the whole landscape in two.
It does. You have the toys, your PS5, your Xbox, and now the Steam machine lands squarely in the status symbols category, right next to custom-built PCs.
At $800 plus, the perception of value is just gone.
It is, unless it launches with a true killer app. And yeah, everyone is looking at those Half-Life 3 rumors. This thing is going to be a niche product for Linux enthusiasts and early adopters.
So, to wrap this all up, the GabeCube leak basically confirms it. The era of cheap, subsidized gaming hardware is over, killed by the AI revolution.
And here's a final thought for you to chew on. Watch for a bare bones SKU.
Oh, what?
A bare bones model. Yeah. If Valve is absolutely desperate to hit that magic $499 price point, they might just sell a version without the RAM or the SSD installed.
Which would mean you, the buyer, would have to go out and fight the AI companies for the memory yourself.
A perfect summary of the brutal new economics of building hardware.